excited. I have a very special guest with me tonight, virtually. She's in a totally different state than I am, but we all get to have fun together. Let me just make sure all my cameras are up. I'll explain to you where I am broadcasting from. It's not my back deck today. All right. Oh, I'm already up on YouTube. That's awesome.
Now it's you.
Hi. Hello. If you're on, pop in and tell me hi and tell me where you're calling from. Or where you're watching from, I should say. And then I need to go to the YouTube. So it is Friday. We've made it. It has been quite a week. I am in a different spot than normal. Jin's on. Hello. Almost there, guys. Sorry. Oh, here I am. YouTube. So let me tell you where I'm at. Mel, hello. Is Joe going to get onto his own account again? So let me say hi to a couple people, and then I'll tell you how this goes. So my name is Darlene with Featherweight Doctor, and I am located here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. And normally I'm coming to you from my living room with my slippers on, and even though I actually do have my slippers on, I am not in my living room today. I am coming to you from the beautiful Gasipium Quilt Studio. This is their new studio for filming classes in, and they were nice enough to let me break it in for them. Silly them. So my friends, Lynetta and Doug Fox, they own this beautiful shop downstairs. If you have never been to Issaquah, Washington, you have to come check it out. We are located in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains. All you can see is tall evergreens and trees as far as the eye can see. I actually worked here in college, and so I love coming back here. It's not that far from where I live. And of course, Gasipium is well stocked with Tula Pink fabric. I mean, isn't that all we really care about is Tula Pink fabric? All right, let me say hi to a few friends, and then we're going to get to sipping and sewing. So let me just... Hello, ND Quilter One from North Dakota. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Elizabeth's on from Indiana. Hi, sweetie. All right, let me go back up. So I said hi to Jen and Mel. Becky. Hi, Becky. I'm so excited you're joining me in my class on Wednesday. Don't forget, I have to tell you guys about my class on Wednesday. Joanne is on from Mississippi. Linda from Texas. Hi, Carolyn Lemaster. Thanks for joining us. Michelle is on. Franny, you guys, Fran Baldwin, she's a regular on this show. I now have permission to call her Franny from her sister. I like nicknames. Oh, and Kathleen's on from SoCal, Nancy from Lake Stevens, Faye from Mesa, Beth from Ohio. Kim is on. Hello, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Odie down from Oregon. Oh, and Joe Mitchell. You guys are not going to get in a lover's quarrel on my chat again, are you? You and your wife, Mel. Bonnie Pelton is here. Hi, sweetie. Oh, my gosh, I forgot to send you your email. I'll remember, I promise. Kathy Klein's on from Illinois. Linda's on from Tennessee. Michelle's like, I like Tula Pink fabric, too. And Rose, I haven't seen you in a long time on. Thanks for joining us. And Kelly's Amazon yellow is my favorite color. Well... You're going to like the machine tonight. And Kelly is on from Sisters, Oregon. All right. Phew. I need a nap now. That was a lot of people to say hi to. I'm going to pull her on real quick. She's like, I don't want to be on. I just want to introduce you to my friend Lynetta real quick. Thank you for letting me use your studio.
You're welcome.
This is Lynetta. Everybody say hi to Lynetta. It's L-A space N-E-T-T-A. Lynetta. I spelled it wrong for a long time. Howdy from Kentucky. All right.
Hi. I hope you really do enjoy the studio. We've worked hard on it, and we're really excited about having you.
I'm hoping this is not going to be my only guest appearance
Oh,
here.
absolutely not. You're one of our favorites. So.
Oh, thank you. Lynetta has a young man named Tate. He's 4, and then a grown son the same age as my son. So we are moms together, and we have lots of other things in common. So it's an easy friendship between the two of us.
Yes. And the love of quilting, of course.
Well, first and foremost, yes. All right. Well,
I will let you ladies all have fun.
Thanks, Lynetta.
Bye, guys.
All right. Let's see here. So, everybody's like, hey, Lynetta. So if you guys haven't heard, I've been, singing from the hilltops I'm teaching a class here next week on Wednesday. So that cute butterfly quilt that I posted last weekend is a virtual class. So that means that you can take that class from anywhere. You just have to be on camera with me, or actually on Zoom technically, at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time this coming Wednesday. So the class is really inexpensive. It's like $20. If you guys joined me on any of my recent projects, either Arizona Sky or the winter solstice table runner, then you have the gelato, the ombre fabrics hanging around your house. Just grab your scraps and let's make something cute and fun. That means that spring is coming. Crocuses are starting to come up in my yard, people. Spring is on the way. So let's make a cute door hanging or wall hanging for our houses to celebrate the new change of season. All right, without further ado, I need to get my special guest on. So she is joining me from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho tonight. She goes by many names in my household, but my favorite one is Evil Twin. So let's welcome Denise to the show.
Yay!
Yay!
You're going to totally make me cry, though.
What is going to make you cry?
Because I have so many names in your household, and not all of
You
them are
do. I
inappropriate.
kept them clean, if you know what I mean. All right, what are you sipping tonight, Denise?
Ooh.
I have the hard kombucha you gave me last week.
That stuff is delicious, everyone.
I know. It is the pineapple,
Oh.
coconut, orange nutmeg one.
Oh, I know. Everybody, that just sounded like a health drink. But you know what?
No,
There's
but it's
6%
a health
alcohol in there.
drink with a little kick, if you know what I mean.
It's
Nancy's
supposed
on
to
from
minimize
sunny
hangovers.
Arizona. Hello. And Sandy Martin's on too. We have lots of friends tonight.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Mel says, oh, no, Evil Twin Denise is here. Oh, and
Are
she's
you
got
guys
the wine
watching?
glass in her hand. Good Lord. She's going to be burning down Coeur d'Alene later. Are you just sipping, or are you actually, I know, you guys, she went all the way to her other house and did not bring a featherweight. Such a fail.
Darlene, you weren't supposed to tell them that.
Well, I'm horrified because you have more featherweights than I do, Denise. I mean, come
I know.
on.
Can I please explain myself?
Okay, I'll let you explain yourself. Go ahead.
So I have a sewing machine that's here. It stays here all the time. And I bring my featherweight back and forth with me. And we had limited space. You can blame my husband in the trailer this time. So yeah, Dolores stayed home.
All that sounds like is sad excuses to me, Denise.
Blah, 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 blah. I know when you asked me to do this, and I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Joe wants to know who's keeping track of your sipping if you're in Idaho and I'm in Issaquah.
Joe, I'm counting on you.
Just don't put the bottle right in front of you. This is more about sewing. We're not here to get silly. I mean, come on. This is a family show, Denise.
Joe, I don't even know where I put the bottle, which is seriously a problem.
So what are you working on today, Evil Twin Denise?
Okay, so I am vastly behind on Darlene's Quilt As You Go project, the current one. So I was trying to do two.
For criminy's sake?
This is the snow geese.
Oh, look, you got your blocks out. Good girl.
But so I will tell you a funny story about this whole thing. So I was telling Darlene how much I wanted to do this because I love her Quilt As You Go stuff, because I think you all know I don't quilt. Like, I give all of my stuff to Darlene and she handles it. And she gives me back this beautiful package. Notice the quilts on my couch behind me, all done by Darlene because she's so good. However,
Agreed.
I was like, I can be self-sufficient here, folks. So I decided to do it. And then I got a new job, which is the problem. But as I was digging through my stash, because Darlene's like, just dig through your stash. You won't need that much fabric. I pull out.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to cringe. Keep going.
I pull out this little fat quarter set of Tula Pink. Imagine that, everyone.
I know.
It's
Good taste runs in the family.
OMG. It's called Seashell, I believe, and Tula Pink did it. Shoot, I think I bought this fabric in 2016, a while ago. And I was like, and I bought it because I really actually love the colors of the sea. And then I cut it and started putting together my blocks. And then Darlene says to me, you know, Denise, there is some Tula Pink that is considered like the gold standard of Tula.
Very
and
valuable.
she only did it on like limited runs, and if you look, they're very expensive. And I was like, well, what would be the chances of that after I've cut it?
I said, what do you remember what the name of the pattern was? Because I'm on this like underground, like Tula Pink exclusive, like
of course you are. Of course you are.
And these women are cutthroat. And she said, what was the name of it, Denise?
I think it's called Seashell.
No, that's it's not Neptune. It's you guys.
Sea Salt.
Fans, what's the
sea
one
salt
that is just ridiculously collectible?
It's sea salt.
Salt water. That's it.
No, sea salt.
No,
it's on the fabric. It's on the fabric.
Wrong.
It's literally on the fabric, folks.
Stop saying no, Darlene.
But I have to show you how absolutely beautiful, I'm just laying it all out for you, this fabric is. Sweet Lord. Look, oh, hi, everyone. That's Jilly.
Oh, hi, Jill.
There, it's all laid out.
Tonight.
And it is absolutely beautiful. And so I did as my sister suggested.
No, I said not to go look it up. I said,
oh, I'm sorry. I did the complete opposite of what Darlene suggested. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how much a fat quarter of this stuff is?
Oh, this is bad. Everybody's sitting down and sipping. Go, tell them.
Well, we're all sitting down. It was $80 a fat quarter.
And she cut it.
I had 8 of them.
Beautiful, majestic table. You're welcome.
Oh, sweet Lord. The accountant in me was like, what the?
Oh, easy family show.
No.
Family show.
G-rated everyone. And I've only had like half.
Joe
good.
Mitchell is keeping track of Denise's sips. Okay.
Like half.
Cool. So it's the new drinking
Sweet
game.
Lord.
Not when Darlene runs out of bobbins or has to use the seam ripper. Then
or cuts her finger off.
I know. Becky King gave the emoji of the big eyes.
Yeah. So this is going to be the most expensive. This is going to be the most expensive table runner in the history of table runners.
It's going to be stunning. I mean,
but it does go with the motif of my beach house. So if somebody steals it, I'm going to be really mad.
Lake, people, don't get excited. You just said beach house like you have some beautiful like.
Hey, it's a beach house. And I have my beach dog behind me.
Your beach dog. Your decrepit old lady.
She is the color of sand.
The decrepit old lady. See, she's 3 minutes older than me, so if I called her a decrepit old lady, I would just be 3 minutes behind that. So,
right. And we would have to see who would win at a strength contest if you wanted to call me a decrepit old lady.
I'm not challenging you to a kettlebell contest. But if you want to see how quickly someone can unsew something, I bet I have you beat. I always tell Denise that I have my MBA in unsewing.
Weren't you the one who told me that little trick about using a pair of horse clippers?
Oh, it's a thing. It was like a little. Yeah. It's like it's made by Wall, W-A.
Yeah, it's a horse face clipper.
Yeah, like a whisker trimmer. You can use it to shear off your thread and open up a seam really quick. Not that I do that very often, but you can.
It's fantastic. So yeah,
yes, Darlington. And Joe, the beach house is in Idaho on the shores of Lake Coeur d'Alene. I almost said Pend Oreille because that's where our place is. You're on Coeur d'Alene.
The other one.
Yes, we are really twins. Yes, she is 3 minutes older. She's the older child. And that makes me the baby by 3 minutes in the family. So there. But we all know who tells who what to do around here. So. Oh, Mel says Denise is a lot louder. Mel, Denise is just a lot louder, period. It's not the volume.
Yeah. I'm a whole lot for most people, so I'm glad you all like me. And ask for me to come and join, which is so fun.
I'm going to start sewing because this is a sip and sew, not a sip
Oh.
and get silly. But show everybody what you're working on.
Well, speaking of unsewing,
you were going to be cutting on your Tula Pink thing.
I am. But speaking of unsewing, everyone, so I used my scrap as my sister suggested, and I used a lower quality grade of white cotton. And then I ran out.
You didn't buy it at Cassipian because she only has high quality fabric here.
I did not. I don't even know where this fabric came from. I don't know if you guys have things in your scrap that you're like, did I buy that? Lord. Anyway, so I put these two together using my $80 per fat quarter fabric, and then had to go buy new white, high quality cotton, and it totally does not match. So now I'm like, oh my goodness, do I go and take apart what I already did?
Well,
just
since
so I
you're
don't
being all
throw
kinds
away.
of bougie and using $80 a fat quarter fabric, maybe you might want to use the nice solids, Denise. I don't know. You can afford it.
Oh, do you guys know that fat quarter pack that I bought, there was 8 fat quarters in it? It cost me, I had the original price tag. I think it was like $28.96 or something for 8 of them.
You shouldn't have told anybody you have that because those gals on the Tula Pink download trading thing, they're going to be calling you. They're going to be like, hey,
they're going to come after me.
How much for the quick fix of the saltwater pink? How much for that?
Well, thank God none of your fans would come after me, right, everyone?
No, they all love you. Can I tell you, I think when I posted earlier that I had a surprise guest on, that they were like, we hope it's Denise.
We hope she drinks too much. She's always fun when that happens.
This is a family show. Denise, stop it. Stop it.
Right. It is. We're family. We are family.
Sandy
right, everyone?
said a beautiful lake. I bet it's cold right now, isn't it? Aren't you guys expecting snow over the weekend?
You guys, it was 61 today. It was lovely outside, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow.
So Denise and I have this little joke because we have a place up in Sandpoint, which is kind of close to Lake Ponderay. I would not consider our place a beach house. It's a travel trailer. I call it a tiny house because it's a little more bougie than saying I'm going to my trailer for the weekend. But anyway, Denise and I are never, ever, ever in the state at the same time.
No, it's very strange, actually.
I think we're going to break the universe, but next weekend, folks, we are both going to be in Idaho at the same time. Look out.
We probably won't see each other.
Time-space continuum. It's not going to be good.
We probably won't see each other, though, because I want you to drive to the...
I'm coming to see you.
Are you going to come see me in Worley?
I am. Hi, Bernadette. In
Nice.
Ontario.
Ooh.
Sorry, my buddy just jumped on.
Ooh.
You don't want to see all the terrible stuff they're saying about you on the chat, Denise. Oh, Beth, my buddy Beth in Ohio says, don't forget to use the quote unquote good thread. The good thread when you're working on the good fabric.
Thank you.
Actually, can I just pivot off that for a second? As a quilter, nothing irritates me more than when someone brings me a masterpiece, and I mean like spent a couple $100 on high-end Indonesian hand-dyed batik fabrics, spent a year of their life putting together a quilt, and they literally bring me the cheapest batting from Joann's to put in the middle. No, folks, no. This is our hobby. We are going to do it with integrity. We are going to make timeless pieces that will be fought over by our children someday. If you use Mountain Mist batting in your quilt,
Not
It'll be
that
a
we're
dog
naming
blanket
any
by next year.
names,
I'm just
everyone.
saying, like, we use high quality materials here.
Okay, I have the thread I'll be using, and it's the So Fine.
Oh yeah, that's the best. I like that one.
It's
I
I
also like
love this
Ortho.
stuff. Yeah. And my featherweight loves this stuff too. Sometimes, if you switch machines, sometimes you have to switch thread.
ND Quilter and Quilter One on YouTube says you better be selling your scraps of that fabric. You guys, she seriously, her and I are both, let's just say frugal. We're going to say frugal.
Frugal, that's a good word.
Frugal. And when she found out that the fabric she cut into is worth $80 back quarter, she like almost cried. Like, I'm not kidding.
I
She
was
like,
crying, everyone.
Like I did last Friday night. You missed the show last week. Check it out.
I was enveloping my inner Pauline Thurston with being like mortified that I actually.
Is Mom?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't believe why is she never on when you and I are both
texted
on?
her. I don't know.
I did not talk to her. Oh, okay, so now I get so everybody wants to know what batting we're supposed to be using if we're not supposed to be.
That's a good question, everyone.
No numbers for Mountain Mist on here, do they? I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, you don't judge.
There are two batting companies that I really, really like, and to be honest with you, I have used Mountain Mist fabric or batting in some of my quilts. It's fine. It's just not heirloom quality. And when it starts to disintegrate as it's feeding into the long arm, that's not a good idea. But Warm and Natural, Warm Company is a West Coast company. That was the very first batting company that I established my wholesale accounts with when I started long arming 15 years ago. You guys, they are the best. One time I got an order in, and it was a prepackaged king size batting because someone had a massive quilt, and the batting showed up, and it wasn't quite square. Their machine choked it off like right at the end, so it actually was just short from what I needed. And I called to just find out if I could get a replacement batting. The VP of customer relations for Warm Company was taking phone calls on customers' quotes, and I landed up getting a huge care package of different types of batting to apologize for the inconvenience. Warm Company is a phenomenal company. The other one that I really, really, really like it, but it's an East Coast company, is called they make the Orient Quilter's Dream. Really good batting company. Actually, what I appreciated most about Quilter's Dream, I think they're located in Virginia, is that they had a summer weight cotton batting. So when I lived in Arizona and nothing was good, like no quilts were good on the bed in Arizona. Quilter's Dream had, I think it was called the Select Weight, was what they called their summer cotton, and it was the only quilt you could tolerate having on your bed in that type of climate. So they each have their perks. I really do like both of those though. You guys are
Warm and Natural's the gold standard. That's what's on she does every quilt, and because we need warm. We live in the Pacific Northwest.
You live in the great Northwest.
We need warm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kathy's on, Kathy Heiss, she's with Stray Threads here in Woodinville. I'm actually going to be talking to you guys in May. Yay. She was just talking about Hobbs. So when I did, the other thing that I really liked when I lived in Arizona was the Hobbs 80/20, their heirloom batting. I thought it was really nice. It was supposed to be, like, to quote the great theologian Hannah Montana, it was the best of both worlds. You had the loft of the poly, but the weight of the cotton. So that's another one that I really like.
Oh, folks.
The great theologian Hannah Montana.
Sometimes when she says stuff like that, I'm like, are we really related? Are we?
So Sandy Martin, a fan from YouTube, just said, have you ever used wool batting? So I did use wool batting on some client projects that were going into recreational vehicles like RVs and also boats, because wool does not hold moisture like cotton does. So they don't tend to absorb the spores and mold and all of that fun stuff that float around RVs or marine like boats and stuff. So I have used wool. I tried to make a wool quilt for my bed one time, and it was just so hot and heavy that I actually didn't I did not enjoy it. But some people like swear by wool, and I was told one time that I wasn't a real long arm quilter unless I exclusively used wool for my own projects. I'm like, whatever the heck
Do
that
these
means, dude.
people know about hot flashes? Because there is no way that I would want wool
Denise, are you
on my
getting hot
bed.
flashes? Is my hot flash coming in 3 minutes?
How do you not have them?
I don't have them yet.
Well, you can eat it because, yeah, that's no fun.
Woo!
Not fun.
Wow, that's
No
nice.
way.
Thank you for being a guest on my show tonight.
Who else would do that other than your sister?
Well,
Oh, but
tell me to
by
eat
the
it.
way,
Hopefully no one.
I've got 2 scraps of sea salt if anybody would like to buy them for $5.
No, we're not bidding. Denise, did you snort? I missed it. Yes, there it goes. That is not a genetic trait. I do not snort. And apparently I do not have hot flashes either.
And not just when I'm drinking
The
wine.
snorting. I don't snort. I do. Rick and Catherine. Sarah, maybe that's why she thinks my house is warm. I'm not having a hot flash all day, every day, people.
Oh my goodness.
I was crawling into bed the other day in, let's just say summer pajamas. And my husband said, "Are you hot?" and I said, "Well, I'm always hot." Oh, Kelly's allergic to wool. I said, "I'm always hot." And he started to go, "Are you having a," and I'm like, "Don't even say that and get in bed right now." No, I am not having a.
We're not
flash.
20. It's okay. In fact, coming to the other side of the hot flashes has been really just awesome.
Beth is offering you a piece or two for $5.
I'm literally using this so sparingly. I will not be throwing these away.
That's right, Denise. Frugal. Frugal's good.
Well, Darlene did, I was like, what kind of people would spend that kind of money, Miss Cheap, on fat quarters? And Darlene pointed out, and she's totally right. Like some of us get into these projects and we don't buy enough fabric.
Yep, that's exactly.
And then you've got this beautiful project sitting there that you can't finish because you need this much fabric.
Yep.
That you are willing to pay $80 for to finish it. So I totally get it.
There's another line. It's called Nightshade of Tulas that was made in very limited quantities, and it is, it's like what's the Dea de Muerta,
the macabre one that she does.
Yeah, each one of those cameos, I kid you not, they can sell between $80 and $100 for the face.
Oh wow, really? That's the same thing. Like somebody started this beautiful project and can't finish it because they need like one more skull.
I just bought. You guys know that I'm like super big Tula Pink fan. Super big Tula Pink fan.
No.
And so I know, right? What? Odie Kimball says down in Oregon, minimum of 3 yards of any Tula Pink. She says,
that's a good rule.
I pre-bought the her Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter. What's it? Her new Curiouser and Curiouser. I pre-bought all of the fabric because the fabric has a cameo, and I was like, ooh, did I not cut into it? And this could be worth something someday.
You never know, sister. You never know.
It feels like all of her cameos, anything where it's a face, that's the one that gets really valuable and is just made in very limited quantities. But I feel like people are getting wise to it. So they're like Odie was saying, buy 3 yards of whatever when you can find it. I know that like the fabric that I'm working on tonight, which is her line work, I can't remember. This piece, which is called her Sketcher or Sketchy, that the backing fabric has been out 4 months. Like you cannot, the 108-inch wide
already
fabric.
They just released that.
They're already on their second run.
Wow.
And I like pre-bought like months ago from another local fabric shop because they were getting a second order in, and they haven't even got them yet.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, because once this quilt is done, that's what I'm planning on backing it with, and I don't have a backing if it doesn't come in.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that better come in then, huh?
Denise, are you sipping? Mel says Joe's watching you, Denise.
Joe, I am now 2/3 of the way through. Are you counting my sips?
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
My nebula quilt is being made as a collector's piece. Nice, Odie. Nice. I haven't even started my nebula because I refuse to start my nebula until this quilt is done. Like, that is how everybody asks me how I don't have 15 UFOs going at the same time. That's how I make myself a deal, and I do not break it. I do not start a quilt without finishing it, and I always have the next one lined up. That way it kind of like entices me to finish. Joanne,
well, that's impressive. That
Joanne,
is impressive.
We're in 2 different states. Joe Mitchell says I've been counting. So you missed it last week. Joe and Mel are on here. Married couple, each on their own accounts, got into a lover's quarrel on my...
Awesome!
Mm-hmm.
And I missed it?
It's pretty funny. Because Melanie is all kinds of behind on the winter solstice because Joe needs a little bit of supervision with the featherweight. And so she said something about how she was going to let him work a little more independently. And then Joe's like, well, we'll see about that.
OMG. That's funny, you guys. I'm a little
Rose
behind
says,
myself.
I've never seen a tulip pink piece of fabric. What? Am I going to be banned from the group? No, sweetheart, you're not going to be banned from the group.
No, but I might send you some really expensive kinds so that you can see what it looks like.
Didn't you name one of your featherweights after me, Rose? That's lifetime membership right there.
Is that all I had to do?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've got 9. Pick one of yours and name it after your sister.
Can I name it after your middle name, Darlene?
No, we're not talking about my middle name, Denise. That's it. Dave, are you in the background? Take the wine away. Oh my gosh. Stop it with the snorting. You're so embarrassing.
Here, I'll go first. My middle name is Lynn.
Denise, you're such a brat.
This may be the mystery of the featherweight. Darlene's featherweight club is what exactly is her middle name?
Reagan Catherine. Oh my gosh, she just put it in the chat.
I love you, Ray.
Knows, I was born with a 90-year-old woman's name, okay? 90 years old. I will grow into my name at some point, but it has not quite happened yet.
Wait.
I'm a Darlene Edith, okay? There you go.
Darlene, were you also
coming back? So maybe I'm going to be cool again.
Were you also named for one of the Mouseketeers?
Okay. What the heck, Denise? Okay. So if our mother was on, which I am shocked as all get out, our mother is not on right now. She would tell you this story. Oh, Missy, your middle name is Viola. Thank you. That makes me feel better. I appreciate it. So Denise, Don Williams is just pointing out that maybe you shouldn't cut the $80 fabric with the wine at the same time.
Well, good solid call, choice, considering I made a whole 2 blocks that I have to redo now. Yes.
So, music crackers. So my mom, who is 4 foot or 5'4" nothing, she... My next featherweight will be named Edith. No, Mel, I've revoked your shopping cart. No more featherweights for you. We've already talked about this. Joe?
Darlene, you shut your filthy mouth. They can buy as many featherweights as they want to.
Not that they can use within a 30-day period. That is the rule. So my mom was pregnant. She thought she was having a boy. Denise and I are old enough to where if there was nothing wrong with the mom or the sound of the heartbeat, they did not do an ultrasound. So my mom thought she was having one baby the entire pregnancy. And she
Can you imagine?
My mom weighs is 5'4" and maybe 100 pounds. She weighs nothing. And I was just under 7 pounds and Denise was at 7 pounds. That is 14 pounds of baby. So my mom was as big as a house, according to my father. That's a real flattering thing to say about your wife, don't you think? But way to go, Dad. But anyway, so she delivered Denise. Denise came out first, and they're like, hey, you've got another baby in there. Can you even imagine
What?
that happening? I actually cannot. But so then all of a sudden they thought they were having a boy. What were we supposed to be called? Adam. We were supposed to be named Adam.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden they're in the hospital and they're like, what do we do? So our older sister, Deborah, they said, Deb, why don't you name a baby? We got a couple to go around. You name a baby. So Deborah picked Denise's name. And then my mom was like, well, shoot, now we've got a Deborah and a Denise. We need to pick another D name. And so they went through the baby book, and Darlene was my mom's favorite Mouseketeer. Not Annette, Darlene. So,
oh, and that would have been cute.
I kind of like Darlene now. I didn't like it when I was younger, but I feel like
it's
there's
unique.
not very many Darlenes, so.
Yeah, and she spells your name correctly, so there you go.
Becky King's on here. She named one of her featherweights after me. I'm the middle name. It's
nice.
Ruby Darlene, her 222. She said it's the perfect featherweight name.
That's
the
perfect
middle name for you.
I like it.
Oh, you guys are cracking me up. I'm getting no sewing done tonight. I'm having too much fun.
Okay. Isn't that always what happens when we get together?
No, well, I do like to get to like some of these projects I just work on this show, and I do like to get to a specific place. I mean, goodness.
Well, everyone, I have now officially recut week 1. Yay for me.
Have you made your snowman yet?
And I still have tiny pieces available for $5 if anybody wants them.
So last time you were on the show, you were literally advertising your VRBO, and now you're trying to sell fabric. Denise, we're not doing that.
Come on, Darlene.
Mel says, every time I see you with the rotary cutter, I want to break out the Band-Aids. You guys. Look, Band-Aid free this week. Look. Rose says, my parents picked out names for a baby boy and a girl. It never occurred to them that we might have a boy and a girl. That's awesome. Oh, Rose is a fraternal twin. She says we're identical, except he shaves his legs and that's woo.
Hey, Darlene, this is a family show.
I shave my legs. Hello.
This is a family show, Darlene. I'm just going to remind you.
What did you say? It's a family show. I know. Well, maybe he shaves his legs because he's a biker or a swimmer. I don't know.
True. That is totally a possibility. Okay, everyone. Week 1, down. Here we go. Week 2. I'm making some snowballs.
You're horribly behind. I'm super embarrassed for you.
I'm a little embarrassed for myself. Thank you for sharing with everyone.
My buddy Darina, who's on here, I think she's over on YouTube right now. She finished up the Arizona Sky Quilt before I did. Like, she had it done before I released the last set of instructions.
By the way, I do love it when your customers send you their finished pictures of your quilts. I think that is so cool.
We have a couple that came in this week, but I'm going to show them on Wednesday. Someone showed me, because I challenged everybody to dress their snowman from last week a little differently. And so I got one, I think it was from Dorina, actually. He had a scarf around his neck.
Pressure.
Really cute. George Hubble on Facebook
cute.
said, try George, no middle name for your life. Lucky. I loved my grandmother who is named for it. That's awesome. Oh, yes. It was Dorina. Thank you.
Joe, I'm running out of wine.
Oh, no, you're not. You're good when the wine's gone, Denise.
Oh, my goodness. Look at how red my ear is. Ooh, it's going right to my head, everyone.
Red neck thing going.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is a genetic trait. Both of us get blotchy on our neck and our on our collarbones when we have alcohol. Both of us do that. It's a thing.
I do not know why. Telltale sign, though.
Low neck. I know better.
I know. I didn't bring any turtlenex, and of course, you sprung this on me weeks ago. Planning weeks ago.
This morning at 8:00 about this. That is not springing anything on you.
I had to do my hair and my makeup for you, Darlene.
You had your hair and makeup was done at 8:15 when I talked to you this morning. Don't give me that garbage, woman. Don't give it to me. So Therese, a friend from Facebook, says, I never named my machine, but after watching, I'm naming her Grace. I love that. After my
I
aunt
love that.
told me about estate sales, and I bought a featherweight from her. That's awesome. Grace is a
Nice.
beautiful name. I mean, Grace Darlene is pretty too, if she needs a middle name. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Darlene.
That was pretty self-serving, wasn't it? I apologize.
You have a hand raised
Oh, I have a hand raised.
from Denise.
Oh, yes, Denise?
Excuse me.
Featherweight doctor.
Featherweight
Please address me
doctor.
properly.
Madam Featherweight Doctor. When you say background, white, got it. Color, I'm guessing that's my overly expensive tulip pink fabric. And then when you say scrappy.
What quilt are you on? The snowball?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can either choose to make it like a snowball of all the same fabric, or if you want it to be a scrappy 9-patch, you can cut everything up into 1.5-inch squares and then put half square triangles on the outer 4 corners. I made mine all the same fabric.
Thank you, Madam Featherweight Doctor.
You should be able to interpret directions.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no one's even asked me about this lovely quilt on the wall behind me, by the way. Ray already put it in. This is, sorry, off subject here. I was really taken with it. It's not Tula, so we'll let that go. But it's made by Chelsea Stratton.
Oh.
And it's called Balboa. And there is a kit downstairs at Cassipium. So if you guys are looking for the kit, it's downstairs at cassipiumquilt.com. Ray linked it in the thing.
Okay, I want to know how many people signed up for your adorable butterfly wall hanging, because that thing is so cute.
I know. I don't know how many, but that makes me nervous. I seriously was on Zoom last week with like 300 people, and that didn't make me nervous. But the unknown of how many people could sign up, that makes me nervous. That's weird.
You did, sister, it looks so cute. Like, it's adorable. You did a really good job on that. I
absolutely loved how it turned out. I actually kind of want to make a few more in different color ways. I actually do need to make another sample for the class next week, and then I'm going to be making one in class. So I'll have a few to go around.
Oh, Easter's coming. Easter present for your sister.
I almost made the wall hanging and
like
Easter
eggs
thing. Like I almost put a basket and like a chocolate bunny with like its head like partially bitten off. that was my first idea.
I do love the butterfly.
My buddy who works downstairs, who had me come in, Val, she was like, Darlene, everybody's into butterflies. I'm like, I can do a butterfly. And I have so much of that gelato ombre fabric left over from Arizona Sky. I'm like, done. I got that.
Uh-oh.
That ombre fabric used to scare me, and now I just think it's cool that I can get so many different colors out of the same cut of fabric.
Oh, goodness. Thought I just miscut on the Tula again.
Oh, my God.
Woo!
Denise.
OMG, everyone. It's fine. I did not do that.
Oh, my God. Take the sharp objects away from her.
Joe, I'm going to need more wine. I don't know where I put it.
So Mel and Joe, my buddies, are coming up here this summer, Denise.
Oh, can we have lunch?
Yes, that's what for sure. They're going to have their RV.
Ooh, fun. Wait, are they coming here or there?
They're coming, I think they're going to be in Western Washington.
Fun.
And Mom, there's a possibility, Nancy, that I will deliver one to AZ for you.
Ooh.
Oh, Andy Quilter says my granddaughter is Sarah Grace. That's such a pretty name.
Oh, that is really pretty.
So Odie wants to know about signing up for the class. If you go out to Cassipium Quilt, Ray will link it in the comment, Odie, where you can sign up for $20 and join me. Oh, and Don Williams also wants you to know, Denise, that Tula salvages, like the actual salvages, are a thing.
What do you think? $10?
Oh my God. Quit trying to sell your fabric.
And I have this piece. I think this is actually a pretty usable piece. We're going to go 25 on this one.
Yay. You guys
Oh my God,
I'm unleashing my sister on you. I apologize.
I have so much fun with you.
Oh, hey guys. Tula Pink news flash. Lynetta just let me know that Curiouser and Curiouser is on order here at Cassipium, and that she has
Ooh.
108-inch backing fabric in stock. I might be leaving with some this afternoon.
That's exciting.
ND Quilter's offering you $26 for your salvage, Denise.
I love you guys.
Denise, Beth wants to know if you take PayPal.
And you all know that I spell my name funny now, so it'll be easy to find me.
I know, Mel, backing. They have it downstairs.
That's exciting.
I know.
Oh.
I already have a pre-order with someone else, but I might need to pick some of that. Oh, Odie, I don't know. Lynetta? Let me find out for you. I feel like I'm the Tula Pink pusher. So, do you guys know what I would do if she actually showed up on one of these shows? There would be no words. I might start crying again.
Oh, I would cry for you.
So, Odie, I'm finding question about flannel. I am finding out for you. So, my buddy was on Insta. Lynetta, are you getting the flannel?
The winter collection?
No, I think she means any Tula Pink flannel.
The new winter one that she's coming out with. Yes.
They're Tula Pink
So the
flannel?
new Odie, the new winter.
I forget the name of it.
We can't remember the name, but the flannels are coming to Cassipium. Yes.
She has flannel?
Pre-order when we find out.
Oh, it'll be up on pre-order as soon as they find out when it's coming.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Let's see. Mel wants to know.
Homies.
Oh, Homies. It's called the Homies.
Holiday Homies.
Holiday Homies. Yes, that one's coming. I
Oh,
will make some of that.
It'll be safe.
Friend.
Dios mío.
Denise, Dios míos.
We're keeping it G, everyone. Keeping it G.
I did not, Mel, show her your blocks yet, but I have your blocks, and they're gonna. Didn't I show them? I haven't shown them yet, so they're gonna be on the show next week. She'll be watching. Holiday Homies. Thanks, Don. We talked about the flannel pajama things. I need me some flannel pajamas from Tula.
You get hot. I don't know if you need flannel pajamas.
Lynetta would be a beautiful featherweight name. I agree, Sandy Martin. Lynetta doesn't even have a featherweight, you guys. We need to get her into the club.
Okay, I told my husband he has to talk to you for my birthday, which is next month.
I have 9.
Winky face, got it.
I can share.
Doug's on speed dial. Lynetta needs a featherweight.
Well, especially if she's going to be on this.
No, don't you have one to spare, sister? I think she does. I have been running ragged, Denise, this week. It is so
I know, you haven't even called me.
Is killing me. Well, like in a good way. Please don't think I'm complaining, friends. I have a class tomorrow in Snohomish for my featherweight spa day, and then next weekend I've got a virtual spa day coming up. So if you guys can't find a local person to go to class with, I'm doing the virtual spa day via Zoom on the 20th of March.
What day is that being?
Some tuna flannel.
I bet you don't see flannel in Mississippi, Mel.
Not tuna.
No.
I'll hook you up. Are you
Darling, what
sewing?
day is the 20th?
Nancy King, I have sewed. I'm halfway through my 20 little flying. She goes, "Are you sewing tonight?" I'm sewing.
She said, "What are you sewing?"
Oh, what? I'm sorry. What am I? I thought you were calling me out for chatting too much. I am sewing on my opening night Tula Pink quilt kit that I purchased. I am holding off on my Nebula, which is the block of the month this year, until I am done. And this is literally my last square. Let me show you. Hold on. Ray, can you hand that to me right there? I'll show you what they look like. They're not together yet, but I have my last 4 blocks. They're mostly constructed. So, oh, thanks. So, because I apparently bought this kit after I was done with one of these shows, because I don't like things that take little pieces. These are 4.5 inches, friends. 4.5 inches and like 21 pieces of fabric. So here is one colorway, here is another colorway, and here is another colorway. These
those
are
are
just
pretty.
the setting squares. So it's a block on point. So there is a line work or line art. Why do I keep getting the name mixed up? In the middle, and then it has some sashing, and these are the corner posts. These little cutie pies, 4.5 inchers. Val is on. Hi, Val. Thanks for popping in. There's
Okay,
not
everyone.
much sewing happening tonight, Val. I'm just saying.
Week 2.
Denise is being horribly distracting. Here's the setting squares.
Wow.
Well, I
Okay, this one looks
just backed the
complicated.
bus over to you, Denise.
Beep, beep.
So guess what Denise told me, you guys? She is such a good sister. Because Sew Expo last year was in person. It was actually literally the last thing I did before COVID shut us down last year. And Denise took 4 days off work to help me with my classes and my boutique setup. She told me she would have done that again for me this year. Isn't she sweet?
Oh, I am.
And it kind of freaks everybody out because I'm the only one wearing the lab coat. And then everybody keeps calling her Darlene. Everybody.
You guys, it's actually kind of sad because people come up to me and they think I'm Darlene. And so they start asking all these super technical questions. And I'm like, I'm sorry. We're going to have to wait for the featherweight doctor to come back.
And then they look at me. Aren't you the featherweight doctor?
Like, why are you being so mean? Are you a mean girl? And I'm like,
so mean?
I know. And literally one time this happened and I was standing right next to Darlene's, like she has this monitor that plays in the booth where she's teaching something. So I'm literally like standing right next to the monitor and I'm like, no, I said, I'm not, I apologize. I'm the help, like this is Darlene. And I point to a monitor and the woman looked at me like, what is wrong with you, lady? Like, why are you pretending like you're not here?
You're like, no, really, I'm an identical twin.
Oh, sweet Lord. So if this ever happens and you come up and you go for a warm embrace and I'm like, I don't know
we can
you.
Touch each other again.
Right. And it's COVID. And then you look like me, like I'm mean, you will know that it's because I am Denise. Well, you guys, look at this piece of look, I got a whole thing of sashing all the way down.
Look at you go. I have gotten nothing. I'm nothing done. Nothing done, folks.
Darlene, I'm on week 3. I'm cutting week 3. Woo!
Way to go. Way to go.
So much progress.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
So much progress.
Our time is winding down, friends. Thank you so much for joining me, Denise.
Oh, Joe, I lost my wine. I think my husband hid it, but maybe not. I'm going to find it just as soon as we get off.
You still have dinner reservations, girl. Stop with the wine.
I know. Amen. Yes, you are correct.
Denise, thank you for taking an hour out of your day and hanging out with us. My tribe absolutely loves when you jump on camera with me.
You guys are so nice to me. I like coming back.
And I love, because of modern technology, we can, I mean, as much as I'd like to be in the same room with you, that we
No
can still
kidding.
do this.
I know this.
Thank you guys so much for joining me. I have a couple of announcements before you guys jump off. So Monday, I am not on my regular show for Ask the Doctor. I have, so I'm a paid speaker. I know, right? Do you want to do the show, Denise? Kidding. Totally kidding. Just kidding.
I have nothing valuable. Trust me.
She would just sit there with a glass of wine and snort.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm a speaker at an Ontario quilt guild named Kemperville. Probably saying that wrong. And I am literally going to be on camera because of the time difference with East Coast time to West Coast time when I should be on camera with you. So you'll have to forgive my absence. But I will be back on Wednesday for our last night of the Winter Solstice Table Runner.
I better hurry up.
I was supposed to do a penguin, but I actually haven't designed the little guy yet. And now I'm like thinking of something else. So it might be a surprise what we're doing for our table runner next week. Thank you guys all for joining us. Won't be there on Monday. We'll be back again on Wednesday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. If you haven't already, like this video, press the little like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my page on YouTube or like my page on Facebook so you get notifications when I do more videos. Not to let the cat out of the bag, but because I'm not doing my Monday night show, I think I'm going to do another little quick coffee with Darlene on Monday morning around 8 a.m. my time. Little tidbit in case you guys want to have coffee with me on Monday. Thank you guys for all your wonderful comments and for participating so exuberantly. And thank you again to Gesipium Quilt for letting me take over your studio tonight. It's been a pleasure. You'll be seeing more of me here. I can guarantee it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Please stay healthy and safe. And Denise, have a good night. I'll talk to you later.